Let's talk about something very important. Many people feel nervous when they want to learn English later in life. Maybe you are 50, 60, or even 75 years old. You might ask yourself, am I too old to learn English now? And the answer is simple. No, you are not too old. In fact, now is a wonderful time to begin. Learning something new at any age is not only possible, it can be a beautiful experience. Your age is not a problem, it is your superpower. You have life experience. You have patience. You understand the value of hard work. These are all great skills that help you learn. A young child may learn quickly, yes, but they may not understand how to keep going when it feels hard. You do. It's okay to feel nervous. Many learners feel this way at first. But remember, English is not just a subject in school. It is a tool to connect with people. When you learn English, you open a door to new friendships, better travel experiences, and even more joy in your daily life. And it doesn't matter if you are learning slowly. What matters is that you are learning. Some people say, I can't remember words like I used to. That's okay too. Your brain is still working. It may take a little more time, but your brain can still learn. The more you practice, the better you will get. Think of your brain like a garden. If you give it time, care, and water, it will grow. You are not behind. You are simply growing at your own pace. So today, I want you to take a deep breath. You are here. You are trying. That means you are already a success. Learning English at your age is not about being perfect. It is about being brave. You are starting something new, and that is something to feel proud of. Now let's continue and talk more about how your brain can still learn, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old. In the last chapter, we talked about how it's never too late to begin learning English. Now, let's go a little deeper and talk about something amazing, your brain. You might have heard that young people learn faster. That's true in some ways, but that doesn't mean older people can't learn. Your brain is like a muscle. It changes and grows when you use it. This is called brain plasticity, and scientists have found something very exciting. Our brains can keep changing and learning even as we get older. Think about this. Have you ever learned something new in your 50s or 60s? Maybe how to use a smartphone or how to cook a new recipe. If you can do that, you can learn English too. It may take a little longer, but every time you listen to English, every time you try to speak, you are building a stronger brain. You don't need to memorize 100 words in one day. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Your brain gets better each time you try. Even just listening to English for 10 minutes a day helps your brain create new pathways. These pathways make it easier to remember words, understand grammar, and feel confident. Sometimes older learners think, my memory is not strong anymore. That's okay. You don't need a perfect memory. You just need gentle repetition. That means doing the same small things again and again. That's how the brain learns best, slowly and with love. Also, older learners often have a secret strength: focus. You know how to pay attention. You understand your goals. You are learning with purpose. That kind of motivation makes a big difference. So please, don't worry about your age. Your brain is still open. Your brain is still growing. You are not finished. You are still learning, still becoming stronger. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something else that's very powerful: how you can learn just like a child, without fear or shame. We just learned that your brain can grow and learn even later in life. Now, let's talk about how you can learn in a way that feels natural and happy, just like a child does. Have you ever watched how children learn language? They don't worry about grammar rules. They don't feel embarrassed when they say something wrong. They just speak, try again, and have fun. This is a powerful way to learn, and you can do it too. Children learn by listening, repeating, and playing with language. They don't think, is this correct? They think, let me try. Adults often feel afraid to make mistakes, but mistakes are not bad. They are part of the learning process. Every mistake teaches you something new. So try to be more like a child. Let yourself enjoy the process. You don't need to understand every word. When children hear a new word, they just guess what it means. Later, they hear it again and understand more. You can do the same. Don't worry if something is difficult at first. If you hear it again and again, your brain will start to understand naturally. Also, children repeat things many times. They say the same word again and again until it becomes easy. This is something adults forget. But repetition is very helpful. If you practice simple English phrases often, they will become a part of you. Just like a song you love and remember, English can live in your memory if you let it. Another special thing about children is that they are curious. They ask questions. They explore. You can do this too. Ask yourself, what does this word mean? How can I say this in English? That kind of curiosity will help you learn faster and enjoy the journey. So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel small. You are learning. And that is beautiful. Speak, laugh, and learn with a light heart. You are not too serious to enjoy this. You are not too old to be playful. You can learn English in a kind and joyful way, just like a child. Next, we'll talk about how to start with the English you already know, even if it's just a few words. In the last chapter, we talked about learning like a child, without fear and with joy. Now let's take that spirit into something very helpful. Using the English you already know. Sometimes learners say, I only know a few words. That's not enough. But that is not true. Every word you know is important. It's like a small stone in a big wall. One stone may feel small, but when you keep adding more, the wall becomes strong. Your English is the same. Every word you know is a piece of your foundation. Maybe you can say, my name is Anna, or I am from Brazil. That's a great start. You don't need to wait until your English is perfect to use it. You can begin right now with the words you already have. Even one simple sentence can help you feel more confident. If you know how to say, I like music, then say it. If you know how to ask, how are you, then ask someone. Using English, even in small ways, helps you build your skills step by step. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself. If you only know 10 words, use those 10 words many times. Each time you use them, they become easier to remember. Later, you will learn more. But now, use what you have. It's like cooking with what's in your kitchen. You may not have everything, but you can still make something good. Also, when you use the English you already know, your brain feels safe. You are telling yourself, I can do this. And when you feel safe, you learn better. Confidence is just as important as grammar. Believe in the English that's already inside you. Even if you only speak in small sentences, you are communicating. And that is what language is all about. It's not about big words, it's about connection. So go ahead, use your English. Speak a little, write a little, even think in English a little. Every small action helps you grow. In the next chapter, we'll look at how you can practice English every day, in small, simple, and easy ways that really work. So far, we've talked about using the English you already know. Now let's look at something very important. How to practice English every single day, even if you're busy, tired, or don't have a teacher. Learning English doesn't need to take hours. In fact, small steps every day are often better than long lessons once a week. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't do it for 1 hour, but you do it every day. And because you do it every day, it works. English is the same. A little practice every day brings big results. You can start with just 10 minutes. Listen to a short English video. Read a simple article. Say some English words to yourself while you drink tea or take a walk. If you do this every day, your brain gets used to English. It becomes more familiar, more comfortable, more easy. Even speaking to yourself is helpful. You can look at something in your room and name it in English. This is a chair. That is a book. These small sentences train your mind to think in English. And when your brain thinks in English, speaking becomes easier. Another helpful way is to write a little every day. You can write about your day. Today I went to the park. I saw birds. It was nice. It doesn't have to be long or perfect. The goal is to use English, not to be perfect. Each sentence you write is like a step on a path. The more steps you take, the farther you go. And if you enjoy music or stories, use those too. Listen to an English song and try to understand a few words. Or watch a short video with English subtitles. You don't need to understand every word. Just enjoy it. Learning becomes easier when you are having fun. The most important thing is to stay gentle with yourself. If you miss a day, it's okay. Just begin again tomorrow. Learning is not a race, it's a journey. And you are doing a wonderful job by walking this path, one small step at a time. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something that often makes learners feel afraid, making mistakes, and why mistakes are not bad, but actually a very good part of learning. In the last chapter, we talked about easy ways to practice English every day. Now let's explore something very important, making mistakes. You might feel nervous when you say a word wrong or use grammar incorrectly. But mistakes are not failures. They are powerful learning moments. When you practice and make a mistake, your brain notices it. That attention helps your brain remember the correct form next time. It's like hitting a small bump on a bike. You notice it, adjust your balance, and ride smoother afterward. Each mistake teaches you how to improve. Without mistakes, learning does not happen. Think of a baby learning to walk. The child falls many times, yet each fall helps them stand stronger. You are similar. Every time you try a new phrase and stumble, you learn. You learn what feels right, what sounds natural, and how to correct yourself. That process makes your English better over time. It can feel scary to speak English in front of others. You may worry they will judge you, but most people are kind and supportive. They appreciate your effort. And even if someone corrects you, that correction is a gift. It shows you exactly what to work on. So when you speak or write and see a mistake, don't hide or stop. Smile at yourself. Thank your brain for noticing, and try again. You might repeat a sentence 3 times, and each time you will get closer to the right way. That gentle repetition is how real improvement happens. Also, it helps to keep a small notebook or a note on your phone of your common mistakes. When you notice you say he go instead of he goes, write it down. Later, review that note for a minute or 2 each day. Seeing your pattern of mistakes helps you avoid them in the future. Another simple tip is to say your mistake out loud and then correct it immediately. For example, I went to the market yesterday. That moment of self-correction strengthens your memory and builds confidence. Remember, mistakes are normal. They are proof that you are trying, growing, and moving forward. Instead of hiding from them, embrace them. Each little error is a stepping stone to success. Next, we will explore how learning English brings you connection, joy, and pride in your daily life. In the last chapter, we talked about why mistakes are such an important part of learning. Now let's look at the wonderful rewards you get when you keep going. How English can bring you closer to others, make you feel happy, and fill you with pride. When you learn English, you open doors to new friendships. You can talk to people from different countries and share your stories. Imagine chatting with a neighbor in English or making a new friend online. Each conversation is a small celebration of your effort and progress. That feeling of connection warms your heart and reminds you why you started this journey. Learning English also brings joy into your daily life. You can watch movies or listen to songs you love and understand the words. When you recognize a phrase in a song, you feel a little spark inside. You know you are growing. Simple moments, like reading a recipe in English or understanding a sign on your favorite TV show, become victories that brighten your day. And perhaps most of all, learning English gives you pride. Every new word you master, every sentence you speak, every mistake you correct, these are all accomplishments to be proud of. Remember Chapter 1, when we spoke about growing at your own pace? Each step forward, no matter how small, is proof of your courage and determination. This pride makes you believe in yourself more. It gives you the strength to try even harder. And when you look back, you see an amazing path, where you began, where you struggled, and where you are now. That journey is yours alone, and no one can take it away. So keep feeling that joy when you understand a phrase, keep celebrating small conversations, and keep holding your head high with pride. English is not just a language you learn, it is a gift you give yourself, filled with connection, happiness, and confidence. Next, we'll bring all these ideas together in a warm conclusion and remind you how to keep practicing every day. Throughout this journey, we have seen that age is not a barrier, but a strength when learning English. We began by discovering that starting later in life brings wisdom and patience, and then explored how your brain continues to grow, no matter if you're 60, 70, or beyond. We learn to embrace the playful spirit of a child, to use the English you already know, and to build confidence through small, daily steps. We also recognize that mistakes are not setbacks, but stepping stones, and celebrated the joy, connection, and pride that come with every new word and sentence. Now, as we wrap up, remember that learning English is a personal adventure. Your story is unique, filled with experience and perspective that only you can bring. Each time you practice, even for 10 minutes, you are adding another chapter to your journey. When you stumble, smile at your mistake, learn from it, and move forward with gentle determination. When you connect with someone in English, feel the warmth of that moment and let it inspire you to keep going. Every chapter we've shared links together: your mindset, your brain's ability, the childlike curiosity, the use of your own vocabulary, the daily habits, the embrace of errors, and the rewards of connection. These ideas create a strong foundation for a lifetime of learning. There is no finish line, only continued growth and new possibilities. So take a moment now to set a simple goal. Maybe listen to a song in English tomorrow, or write 2 sentences about your day tonight. Whatever you choose, let it be a small, joy-filled step. And most importantly, practice every day. Your consistency, your courage, and your curiosity will carry you forward. It is never too late to learn, and you are already doing wonderfully. Keep going, keep growing, and enjoy every moment of your English journey. Practice every day, and watch your confidence and abilities flourish. Ask ChatGPT.